Hello everybody and welcome to a 3v3 castle game. Today we are on the map Lipany and we are going to be looking at somewhat of a mirror matchup between two teams. We do have two French players, two HRE players, and then on either side we do have Order of the Dragon and Chinese. Now this is quite an interesting game, a long game. We do see this play out to the Imperial Age. We do have some interesting battles in the mid game. So let's get to it. Now, in the bottom left, we do have the HRE player, Dorn. Quite a standard opening here. In the middle, bottom, we do have the French player, Seb. No shenanigans here, still a standard opening. And to the bottom right, we do have the Chinese player who decides to push out onto the berries. Now, I do believe that berries have a slower gathering rate compared to the sheep, so that is an interesting choice there. That might be because he sees that he's against a French player. He could be worried that later on he might not be able to secure that food. Now, top right, French player, standard opening. We do see him as auto user. And in the middle, Order of the Dragon. And to the left of that is HRE player as well. So we do see HRE both mirror matchups on the same side here, so that'll be interesting to see who gets the advantage. Not much action in the early game, standard openings. Bit of scouting, let's see what map is revealed for both teams. They have identified that the HRE player is on the left-hand side. So that leaves French and Order of the Dragon on the right. And for the other team, no scouting yet of the enemy side. Quite reserved. They're scouting around their base. Let's take a look at the resources. Bottom HRE player, about to age up. Is he going to go for an Achin Sapple? Or is it the mine work? Is it called a mine work? It is an Achin Chapel. Same for the top side, the HRE player. Mine work Palace. For the Order of Dragon. I presume both, yes. Both French players will be going for School of Cavalry. And a little bit of a delayed age up for the Chinese player. I wonder, is that because he's decided to go for berries at the very start? Putting 2 on wood, interesting, before the age up. I wonder, is he worried about the French knights coming in fast? So he's put 3 on wood to get enough for a barracks. Is that the play? Is he going to go with a Barbican for defense? No, he decides on Imperial Academy. Trying to get out those Imperial officials quickly. Okay, now they've spotted the French player is on the top right. So we are going to be seeing some early harass coming in from the French player. Interesting. Topside teams still have not scouted the bases of the enemy. Somehow they've managed to miss all the bases. Age ups coming in from everybody. Approximately the same time. We are going to see the Chinese player decide to go for the long wood line at the back. He's probably going to decide to build up his base backwards with his TC at the front. French player Already sending out a knight. Topside French player has a knight coming out as well. Let's see where he goes. My Work Palace. Interesting choice. He is going to be looking for that early aggression, I suppose. Knight's pushing out for the bottom side French player. He is heading towards the base of the HRE. Oh, maybe he's going to pick off a villager? And he does. Unfortunate archer. He's probably going to lose this. Oh, one more swing. French player about to be pop capped. No more knights. Oh, fast stage up for the bottom side HRE player. He is going Burgrave, looking to put on that aggression. Looking to follow up on the French player's aggression. Top side. Sitting knights mid. Might be looking for some... Yep. Looking for some aggression. Down on the bottom side team. They haven't really scouted where the bases are, but they kind of know. They have to be somewhere in these black spots. He's found the Chinese player. No support coming in for the top side HRE player. Burgrave about to be finished soon. Follow-up support will be coming. China with the 5 horsemen looking to put on the pressure. At the same time, back home, we do see the French incoming. He needs to be careful here. The pressure is incoming. We do see the French knights coming in on the Chinese player. Oof. He's gonna have to pull back those villagers. Without the support of his TC, he is left a little bit exposed. He could go for this near side wood line. Have to throw up some of those outposts. Get some spears out. Burgrave done. Men at arms pushing out. HRE player does have those emergency repairs, so it is going to allow him to stay in there. Spearmen and archers. Not going to be a good enough counter to these men at arms. Do we see any +1 armor, ranged armor? If we do, they might be able to dive under the tower. No. No upgrades on them yet. Chinese players suffering. Committing to this long side tree line. Being punished for it. Men at arms running in. Looking for that fight. Horsemen. Not going to be able to do much. Especially with these French knights in there supporting. They are looking for those villagers though. Men at arms left alone. We do see the Chinese player raiding Raiding on the French. Oh, French able to pick off a few more villagers. Nothing really for the Chinese player. He's looking to deny that Royal Institute. Losing massive amounts of villagers. That's going to be devastating for his economy. Oh, he managed to save that Imperial official. Not able to secure a wood line though. Fighting on the left hand side of the map here. We do see the HRE pushing in with those men at arms. Oh, and he is going pro scouting behind us. He does need to throw down the barracks though. Sorry, Arsenal. Get those upgrades for his units. They are suffering at the moment. Order of Dragon in the middle, mainly untouched. We don't see any pressure on him. He's able to support two sides with those horsemen, with those archers. Two elbows coming out for the Chinese player. He's had enough. Enough of those French knights. He could throw down a barracks at some stage. Produce some of those spears. That's where those French knights have gone. They're chasing down the Chinese horsemen. HRE player deciding to produce some Lanchniks. I guess he's seen these massive units. Monastery coming out. Quite late, to be honest. 11 minutes. Looking to pick up those relics. Hasn't been able to do much with this Burgrave. Maybe the cathedral would have been a better choice as a landmark. Generate some of those relic golds. We do see French knights still raiding. Any counter raids? No. HRE moving out. French knights having a little engage. They need to wait for the HRE. Are they going to do a 2v2 now? That's the trade that they want. Bottom side team definitely want that trade. They just need to keep pushing in. French needs to come in and support behind this. Order the Dragon. Gilded Horsemen. They're coming in for raids. Where are they going? HRE pushing in. Where are the French knights? Not supporting. Gilded Horsemen. Able to destroy the economy of this HRE player. Oh. Are we going to see a Wallalal? Yes, we do. Forcing back those Gilded Horsemen. Without the support of the French, the HRE push has been pushed back now. We do see spears here. So it's going to be hard for those Gilded Horsemen to be able to do anything. China, behind us. Pro scouting as well. Missing an opportunity with these scouts. He could use the automatic drop off target on this mill. Get 20% extra gather rate in there. He should pick up the survival techniques and the wheelbarrow. French player moved out onto the deer with his villagers, not deciding to pro scout, just wants to send his villagers there. Farm transition for the HRE player. Topside HRE. 19 on wood. Not much in the way of farm production there, or food. Looks like he's dropping a few farms now. Magnus Cathedral incoming. Age 3 for the Order of the Dragon player. But we do see relics already being picked up by the HRE player. Is there going to be any left? That's the question. Arsenal. Or I keep calling it Arsenal. It's a blacksmith. It's not an arsenal, it's a blacksmith. Blacksmith dropped. Upgrades incoming for HRE. We do see another raid coming in from the French. Oh, this French player has been a pain in the ass for this Chinese player. Doing a very effective job at disrupting his economy. That one horseman still going out for raids. Three spears. Chasing down the horseman. Three spears isn't going to be able to do much. He needs more. He needs these spearmen in there. Wall coming down the middle. HRE doing a good job of picking up those relics. Not much in terms of an army. They're not looking to push. Either side's not looking to push at this stage. Order of the Dragons sit back on base with a small army. Small enough army. Remember, their population is kind of a problem when you consider the fact of their size of their army. You need to consider that each one of their units is about 1.5 or 2 times stronger than a regular archer. And takes up more population. So this might look small. It's quite sizable, quite comparable. Maybe to the size of this army. French, pushback. Chinese player deciding to wall up. Does he have any gold? He should wall across here. Keep those 2 gold veins within his influence. French player sitting guard for the Chinese player. Oh, this is not looking good. French player has massed up a large enough army now. At least they're not pushing out. What do we see in terms of resources? Bottom side HRE player floating. 3,000 food. He might be looking for an age up soon. Order of the Dragon pushing out, looking for... Is he looking for relics? Because there's no relics on this side. Does he see anything? Ah, he's looking in the fog of war, trying to identify any relics left. French player moving out with knights. Just keeping that mobility, keeping the crossbows back at base. They are going to spot out. No, this is their ally. Monk. That's okay. Bottom side team. Sending out 2 spears. Not going to be able to do much against this army. Scout. Denying that market, denying that stone. Good job. We might see trading at some stage. Order Dragon able to find 1 relic. Nope. That's bottom side HRE player. He is going to get spotted out. He's going to lose that relic. He says, that's enough relics for you. You have too many. Scout. Looking for those deer packs. HRE still pro scouting. We do see a fight here. French knights. Still harassing this Chinese player. No wheelbarrow. He's not able to get wheelbarrow because he doesn't have access to that gold. Chinese landmark. incoming, giving vision of the enemy team. They know where they're at. They know they have farms here. No trading at this stage. Order of the Dragon has a sizable army. HRE suffering from that early push. Playing catch up. We do see the bottom side HRE with a small enough army pushing out. He's looks like he's low on gold. Where is his gold? 11 on gold. Does he have any upgrades? He does have upgrades. He's not able to produce enough. Now we're reaching that mid game. Armies are starting to mass and move out. We do see bottom side HRE have those Springles, easily able to clean up the army of the opposite HRE player. He's throwing up those stone walls, saying, I don't want any counterattacks. French, able to push through. Gonna go in on the economy of this opposite French player. He's gonna be able to do some serious damage here. Spears moving out. Are we going to see the HRE on HRE battle soon? Order of the Dragon moving out with quite a serious army here. French looking to do what does best, disrupt bottom side team. He does have a sizable force here. If he pushes out with this force at the same time, while the Chinese player is divided, this is going to cause serious trouble to him. Those spears, slow and immobile, they're not going to be able to do much. Order of the Dragon pushing out. A few horsemen in there, not going to be that effective against these French knights. We finally see Chinese on the gold. Order Dragon sitting mid, able to catch out these villagers. HRE, topside HRE is pushing out, feeling confident. We are going to see a fight here. Order Dragon pushing in now. Chinese player looking to build up some walls. We do see an engagement here from the HRE on the left hand side. 4 Springles. Gonna clean up this army. 1 Springle coming in late for the topside HRE player. Not gonna be that effective. Crossbows, men at arms, gonna clean this up easily. French knights incoming again. He needs that wall straight across there. Oh, and we do see that big massive army coming in for the French player. Same time, Order of Dragon pushed in. It's fighting the French player. French knights cleaning up the crossbows, cleaning up the archers, the monks. He's able to push back this push from the Order of Dragon. But we do see the French knights incoming now. They do have crossbows there. That's going to be scary for this French player. Those knights are going to... These yellow knights are going to get demolished by those crossbows. We do need to see those spears come in. HRE pushing out. Fights on both sides. This is intense. Crossbows safe. Picking off those knights. Spears too late. Not able to do much. HRE pushing in. Those French knights aren't able to get around that wall, acting as a barrier, keeping those crossbows safe. They've lost his battle. 15 garrisoned. He needs to Chinese player needs to focus this TC on those archers, on that ranged support. Order the dragon, building up a force again, but the HRE player was able to push through, taking out the production for the topside HRE player. French pulling back, realizing the dire situation on his team. They've done their damage. They're coming back to support their team. We do see a steady stream of men-at-arms incoming. Order Dragon does have those gilded horsemen, but more importantly, he has those hand cannoneers, massively powerful. Do we see prelates incoming to support them? Men-at-arms deciding to go for that TC. He's going to stop that production of villagers. He's going to look next to go for those houses. Pop block. That's what he's looking for. Now we do see the Order Dragon moving out. We have that French support incoming. Are they going to be able to take care of this? It's not looking good for the HRE player. He doesn't have the units to counter this. Those knights are going to be able to get onto those spring lords very easily. They're not going to survive this. Hand cannoneers demolishing those men-at-arms. Yeah, this is going to get cleaned up very quickly. French player, bottom side French player has moved out onto the gold. There is closer gold, but he's decided to go for the one in the middle. No sacred sites yet. We do need to see Chinese player build some walls. Scout. Still denying that stone, denying that market. It's a good position. He'll have vision of trade. French. Now massed on this left side. They are looking to push out. No, they're not. Where are they? Because we do have Order Dragon here. Where are the French players? They have gone long. Oh my god, this wall has not been finished. They're able to stream in. French has gotten through. Men-at-arms versus knights. That's not a good matchup. HRE is pulled back. He's massing units here. We do see Rams coming out for Order the Dragon. And French. He does need some support from his team. They are coming in. Chinese player sending out palace guards. Don't think that's the most effective counter to knights. He should put up these walls. Give himself some breathing room. Order Dragon incoming. French knights are pushing in. Hand cannoneers. And a keep. Let's see if they can hold off against this. Order Dragon on an A move. They need to come down and support. But do you see the bottom side French player incoming? Supporting the HRE player. HRE able to hold off against the French. Can they push back against the Order of Dragon? Those hand cannoneers able to do massive amounts of damage. Palace guards need to engage in that fight. Nope. They say not today. No, they are coming back. Those hand cannoneers from Order Dragon just doing too much damage, melting these French knights. $360 HP on these Gilded Horsemen. It's just a lot of HP to get through. We do see mangonels, French mangonels. They're going to pull back and regroup. Is there any push on any other front? No. French knights, Royal Knights streaming in to the left-hand side. They're going to battle on this left-hand side, giving room for the Chinese player to breed. Is he throwing up walls yet? No. French expanding, putting up walls, securing that gold. Scout, denying that trade, denying that stone. Very important. They're pulling back. Topside team is pulling back. Not confident in this position. Order of the Dragon deciding to pull back. Build some rams. They've recognized that there's a keep there that they need to get through. Mass Springles coming out for the HRE player. Crossbows, hand cannoneers, and spears. That's his composition. French knights, crossbows. They're going to push out. What are the resources looking like? Gold low for everybody at the moment. They need to start trading. Both teams. This is their vision for the topside team. They're not sure how much is here massed for the bottom side team. Not sure if they can push in. Using those rams for this keep in the middle. Topside team only have vision of one sacred site. They don't know where the second sacred site is. Or is the replay bugged? Because they have scouted everything. Interesting. Order Dragon and French deciding to pull back. Bottom side team have finished that wall. They are repairing it. HRE setting up again on that gold. Trade has started. Very short trade from the HRE player. He's not able to secure a longer trade. This left side is not secure. Right side is open and exposed. Still no walls in the middle. Still no walls across the top for the Chinese player. Gold trade denied here by the scout, MVP. Keep in the middle, acting as an anchor for this bottom side French player. We see him moving out. They are going to engage against the Order of the Dragon. Although those hand cannoneers, gilded hand cannoneers, doing 47 damage each shot. Absolutely melting. Mangonels need to focus on those hand cannoneers. Unfortunately, they were focused on the front-line horses. Not going to be able to do much. Chinese streaming in palace guards. Sorry, buddy. Palace guards gonna get melted by those hand cannoneers. HRE pushing in from the left side. Recognizing the opportunity. Trying to rush that mangonel. They get on top of it. They are going to be able to take it out. It's not looking like they have enough here. Those Springles able to take care of infantry, but not able to take care of horsemen. That mangonel devastating these gunners. There is no front line to protect them. It's going to be bad news for the HRE player. Order Dragon just has too much power in these handgun cannoneers. French massing again. Knights and crossbows with a Riblican. That Riblican is going to be able to shred any kind of front line. Let's say Palace Guards, French Knights, they're going to get ripped to shreds. Raid incoming from the French player. He's just very good on these raids. All game keeping pressure on the bottom side team. Able to get in the back line. Still no walls securing against a French raid. These 3 gold aren't able to be secured because of the lack of walls. You could do an easy wall there. One across there. Down here. They need to wall that off. Topside HRE player able to survive with the help of Order of the Dragon. Raid still going on. Back base. This keep in the middle is going to fall. There's nothing here supporting it. 13 Palace Guards, not able to do much to defend this keep. These French Knights are going to be able to find this trade. This trade seems like it's the lifeline of the HRE player. He is going to be able to cut that off. What's this? Stables. How many stables? 9 stables. HRE player is going to go for a shift in strategy. He's deciding to go for horsemen. He wants that mobility. It's a big map. Understandable. French, HRE. They're all mining from the same gold. This gold on the map is being vacuumed up. No gold left for the bottom side, actually. Do we see a university? Do we have a university anywhere? For the HRE player. If he's going mass horseman, he wants that bloodline. That biology. Plus 25% on cavalry. Instead, he's going for serpentine powder. Interesting choice. 3 hand cannoneers. Is it worth value? We don't know. French player. Pushing out. Doesn't look like there's much in terms of China or French to be able to defend against this mass here. I guess they're just looking to secure this position for the topside team. Order Dragon, sitting on mid, doesn't want to get that sacred side, missing out on a lot of gold there. Trade has been started for the topside team. China still denying this trade route and the stone. MVP. French pushing out. HRE, topside HRE, not much in terms of an army. Bottom side HRE player, where's his units? Here. Still not much in terms of an army. I guess they're struggling on gold. They shouldn't be. They have trade happening. 4, 5 Riblicans. No. 5 Riblicans is going to be able to shred all these knights. Mixed in with hand cannoneers, upgraded crossbows. This is looking devastating for the bottom side team. Palace Guards streaming in for the Chinese player. Palace Guards and elite Fire Lancers. Fire Lancers not really going to be effective against this team. This is the composition from the top side, the French player. Order Dragon we see coming in with the support of HRE. All 3 teams looking to drop down on this point. HRE coming in. Middle, looking to support. Crossbows and knights. Oh, we do see an engage here. Let's see what happens. Palace Guards melting. Absolutely melting. We see them rushing towards those Republicans. Nothing able to reach. HRE coming in from the side, fighting the Order of the Dragon. Crossbows. They're being trampled by those knights. Barbican not really being able to do much to support. This is a losing fight. Bottom side team don't have anything to defend. HRE here at the top with a small army looking to push in on that Order of the Dragon. He needs to target fire those gunners, those hand cannoneers. Very expensive units. Replicants. 5. All 5 have survived. Hand cannoneers push it in. This is looking like a loss. We see reinforcements. French Knights incoming. Order Dragon looking to regroup. French has a mass in there. With the support of HRE, he can push in hard. There's not much in terms of defense at the moment for the bottom side team. Those Replicants need to be taken care of. But with this much support behind them, it's hard for this French player to get his knights on top of them. China. Massing. He got Lancers, Fire Lancers. He's got Palace Guards. Palace Guards, if they can get top of those Replicants, they'll be able to do massive amounts of damage. But the problem is, how do you get on top of them? Floating a lot of resources. His production needs to be increased. Seb, the French player. Juju, maxed out on production. Looking to defend his base. He's lost a lot of farms so far. He's got 7 on farms. HRE, crossbows, gunners, looking to push back. They have pushed back the forces of the Order of Dragon and the French. Nope, sorry, HRE. The French is down here. Few Replicants being able to be pushed back. Those crossbows, focus on firing those Replicants. Doing bonus damage because of their university upgrade. HRE cutting off all reinforcements. We do see those Republican numbers down to 1 only, but still 1 is devastating enough. Chinese have lost a lot of resources there. HRE has dropped a few outposts here. Chinese player is going to be forced to go on a different wood line. Get punished for not throwing up those walls earlier on. Bottom side, HRE doing a flank. Massive flank. Horses incoming. Yes, beautiful engage. They're going to be able to clean this up easily. Order of the Dragon has built up a force again. Secure in mid, not looking to push out. Missing an opportunity to apply some pressure here. HRE has amassed some knights now. What's he looking to do? Three sacred sites captured by the Order of Dragon player. Decap incoming by a villager. HRE going heavy into those horsemen now. Knights and horsemen. Small force on the defense here of those farms. What's it looking? What's vision looking like for both players? We still see the scout on the top side denying the stone, denying this trade post. No trade can happen on his watch. Little does he know, trading's happening right up here. Outpost, 2 outposts, 1 upgraded, denying this wood line for the French player. Chinese need to throw out some rams, get down those outposts. Massive horsemen incoming. Topside, they've got a lovely trade happening. Long distance trade. They're pulling in 65 per run. What's the bottom side pulling in? 29. Wow. Quite a big difference. Quite a big difference. They're able to secure that longer trade route. That's why. 3 walls on the defense for that trade route. These outposts giving beautiful vision. Look at that map division right there. They've secured a majority of it. That sacred site can be recaptured with this force. Order of the Dragon has a large force right here. They can push out. French incoming. Looking to apply some pressure again. That's not how you do it. You need to team up. You need to push together in a big mass. Order of the Dragon sitting idle. We do see French knight. We do see HRE, the bottom side HRE, sending some knights, sending some horsemen. This is what happens when you don't have walls. French pushing out. Where is the army for this topside HRE player? It doesn't look like... Oh, they're rallied. They're rallied somewhere else. Look at this mass. It's going to catch out all these villagers. Yeah, he splits off. He's going to run in deep. He's splitting off, picking off those villagers. He's trying to go for that trade. He's going for that trade. Yeah, he's able to pick off these villagers. At the same time, we do see French pushing in on the bottom side. Order of Dragon, AFK, missing large opportunity to come in and just push for a win. HRE fighting on this right hand side, caught with his pants down. French in the back line, destroying this trade route, picking off all those villagers. They're going for those farms. Is that the wise play? 2,000 wood in the bank for this topside HRE player. He can just throw up those farms again. Trade route getting taken care of. Order Dragon coming in to support. He should go look for those villagers. French looking for the counter push now. HRE send his army in the corner. This is topside HRE. Very small force. Guess they're looking for pickoffs. French knights have gone deep. They are picking off all this trade, causing massive amounts of damage. Economical damage. Topside HRE player picking off those French villagers now. China, bottom side HRE, sorry, French can't push out because of these hand cannoneers. Oh, another volley of horsemen, knights coming in. HRE, bottom side HRE is just massing knights now. Where is he? He's all over the place. Knights, horsemen, everywhere. Destruction. Destruction. They're going in for that TC now. French. Engagement. French on French. With some Chinese in there. Jukunu and archers. Not being able to do much, to be honest. Apart from focusing that back line. They need to focus the backline. They can't focus those knights. They have too much armor. Horsemen. Still doing their horseman things. Oh my god, they're everywhere. They're causing disruption. Everywhere. Chinese pushing in with spears, Jukunu and archers. Looks like the bottom side team have swung it into their favor. They're winning now. They're winning this engagement. They're able to push them back. HRE destroying the trade. Completely destroying this trade. Knights in the French economy now. We see more knights incoming. And another blob. This HRE player is disrupting the economy for the topside team. French and China pushing in. Three trebuchets. 4 trebuchets. They're going to take care of these keeps. Trade. What's happening here? French pulling back. HRE sending out spears and archers. This is only resource. Trying to fight back against these knights. But it's just endless. Endless stream of knights and horsemen. He needs the help of his team. French holding out against the Order of the Dragon. Those Jukunu need to focus down those gunners. Steady push. Still the outpost set up here against the French player. Knights in the back. Disruption. More disruption. Knights everywhere. This is devastating. French making a steady push. Those trebuchets, they're going to take down these keeps. Scout, still denying the stone. MVP. Knights just running around the base. Knights everywhere. More horsemen incoming. French finding the breeding room that it needs to be able to push back. With the help of these Chinese spears. And these Chinese workers, they're going to be able to push in. The income per minute is reduced down to nothing for the topside team. Nothing. You see the massive amount of differences. That must mean most of the villagers are gone. Yeah, they're practically gone. For the topside team. Current resources. Big bank for the Order of the Dragon player. Not a lot of gold though. Gonna rely on that wood, stone, and that food. HRE, topside HRE, has a small force, but this isn't going to be nearly enough to be able to deal with this push. French knights still taking care of this trade, making sure it doesn't go up. No gold for you. Oh my god, more knights. More knights and horsemen incoming. Order Dragon has regrouped with the help of HRE. They're going to push back. Can you guess this rank? I bet you've been thinking that whole time. What rank is this? Knights. Fighting off against those horsemen. Not here supporting the Order of the Dragon. Every time we see this Order Dragon player moving out, we see him able to push back against the French and Chinese. Those hand cannoneers just doing so much damage. So much damage. With the support of those prelates, they just do a lot. Those prelates need to move up. Chinese relying on that Spearman Archer comp in Imperial. No upgrades, I believe. He does have upgrades. Needs to drop down some more production. French, busy trying to clean up against these HRE knights. HRE deciding to go for houses. Houses and production. Houses and production, that's interesting. He's denying any income. He's denying the production. He's got AFK knights here he can send out. Order Dragon pushing out. They're able to fight 1v2 against this Chinese and French player. Going into their base now. French able to clean up against the HRE player. But those horsemen splitting off, going everywhere again. Order Dragon. We just see massive swings in both directions. We need the help of this Chinese player. Sending out palace guards. No, not even palace guards. Spears and archers. He needs to push in now. Support is needed for this bottom side French player. More horsemen coming in. Spears and archers. Looking to clean up those hand cannoneers. Upgrades just kicked in now for the Chinese player. He got those flaming arrows. Those horsemen rallied into the base of the enemy. Horsemen everywhere. Taking care of Order the Dragon population. Oh, that's going to be devastating. You burn the houses for the Order of the Dragon, they're going to be pop-blocked real quickly. Real quick. He knows that. Current resources. Order of the Dragon does have 2,000 wood in the bank, so he is going to have enough to build up again. To rebuild those houses. But we do see those Gilded Horsemen on the trade now, cutting off the trade for the bottom side team. Decimating that backline. Still no walls in the middle. Interesting trade route. Not quite understanding where that trade route is going. Where's that trade route going? Is company like that? Okay. 44 gold incoming for them. 44 gold. 83 the other way. Order of the Dragon. Looking to consolidate his army again. French. Sitting at base. Trying to defend. We do finally see some walls here. Coming out for the HRE player. Gilded Horsemen in the base. Wrecking damage. HRE looks like it's run out of steam. Bottom side HRE player looks like they don't have, yeah, they don't have much in terms of food production, so they are not actually able to pump out units. But they do have a mass here. Their mass has been taken care of, cleaned up with those Gilded Horsemen. Bottom side Gilded Horsemen sitting there. We do see this scout still denying the stone and this market. MVP. Horseman in the back denying this market. Understand that the topside team cannot set up their trade again. With the Palace of Swabia and the TC, he's going to be able to repopulate those farms quickly. Those horsemen in the top are going to be found out. We finally see Chinese player going on stone. He's going to be looking to throw up those walls soon. His Gilded Horseman sitting there, not doing anything. Same as HRE. The Chinese landmark was used there. They know that there's not a lot in terms of population left for the topside team. And we can see that by the resources too. Topside HRE, out of the game. French, they do have a nice bank, same as the Order of the Dragon. So it is a 2v3. Chinese player has moved out. Feeling brave. Ram from the top side has destroyed the wall. They're looking to mass here on the left hand side. They are going to push through. They're going to attack from the left hand side, go on this HRE player. Where is the units coming from for this topside HRE? He has no villagers. He has 6 villagers. We see Chinese player moving out. $20 villagers. No, not 20. 17 villagers for Order of the Dragon. Only the French has a reasonable amount. Chinese player throwing away his army. Taking a solo fight against 3 of the enemy. 1v3. Can he do it with archers? I don't think so. Market's going, setting up again. Those Gilded Horsemen moving around the map. Looking to cause some disruption. They're going for that trade. New wall being built up for this HRE player. We do see a wall coming in from the Chinese player. Incomplete, but wall nonetheless. MVP still standing guard over the stone. Gilded Horseman running around the base of this bottom side HRE player, causing a headache for him. Neither side looking to push out. Top side playing defense at the moment. Bottom side Knights looking to destroy these walls, get in the back line. French rushing back to its base as they recognize that the Knights are going to push through. They are going to find the economic units, the villagers, and disrupt this French production. We do see the trade started up again. They have started this. They are building up walls now. Order of the Dragon and HRE from the top side looking to push up. Massive knights, elite knights coming in for the HRE. Nothing else. We do see the French splitting up their units. Very smart. They're going to try to find all the villagers. They're going to find the traders. HRE deciding to rush past the Order of the Dragon. They're going to rush directly into the base. Not much in terms of defense here left for the HRE player. He's committing everything to rushing in. I guess they're going to go try and do a landmark rush. We do see the French up here. Not in a position to defend. Losing his houses. Massive, the Chinese player is pushing in. HRE pulling back. Only Order of the Dragon left. Not committing to this push. Interesting. But there is an army here from the French player looking to defend against Order of the Dragon. Where is Order of the Dragon looking? Interesting camera angle. He is seeing red everywhere on the map. He has pulled back his gunners. I think he's just trying to rush in his Gilded Horsemen, try to find that trade. Same time, Chinese are in the base of the French player. They've taken out the TC. French knights running around disrupting. HRE running around disrupting, trying to find those trade units, those important units. Gilded Horsemen in the back line. They are going to get on top of this economic units for the bottom side team. We see a mass again of horsemen. Culvins. Culvins, interesting. They're going to push out with some artillery. Gilded Horsemen finding a few traders. They are going to get cleaned up by this French army though. HRE has knights and horsemen in the base of the topside team. Doing the same tactic as before, splitting up. Walls have gone up across the middle of the map. They need to finally wall this section off. China wanted some walls at some stage, deciding not to finish it. Chinese player cleaned up. French knights in the base. Traders being cleaned up as well. We do see HRE disrupted the trade again. MVP still in the corner, denying this stone. Great job. Gilded Horsemen being chased around the map. Now we do see a steady stream from this HRE player. He has 4 Culvins. He is going to push through. Order of the Dragon just has too powerful of a mass in these hand cannoneers. 41 hand cannoneers. He just needs the heavy units, kind of like these Gilded Horsemen, who have a lot of HP. 450 HP to tank for them. Knights running around, focusing on the trade, cleaning this up. Chinese. Still streaming in. No anti-armor infantry units. Everything is just based on wood. Spearmen, archers, Shukanu. He needs to throw in some crossbows. He has nobody on gold. HRE pushing through. 4 Culvins. He's going to be able to take care of these keeps very easily. Decided not to commit on this push. Think he's seen Order of the Dragon. He's looking to push through and pick off those important buildings. Emergency repairs coming out, but not able to do much against these 4 Culvins. Palace of Swabia. He is targeting his Palace of Swabia. He's going to go for his important landmarks. Chinese pushing through on the top side. He's going to target this keep. But this keep does have emergency repairs. Is that a smart decision? Probably not. No emergency repairs yet. Order of Dragon. Looking to pick off the resupply units. The reinforcements. Oof. Look at those hand cannoneers, the damage that they do. Chinese streaming in. French now pushing up. 6 cannons. Are these royal cannons? No, regular cannons. Where is Order of the Dragon? They don't have much left. Just 42 hand cannoneers. But they have lost that landmark. Topside HRE player has surrendered. He said, I've had enough. And that's it. That's GG. Strong pushback from the bottom side team. Mid-game was looking like a loss. There was a lot of opportunity. To be honest, the Order of the Dragon player, too much idle time. He had a lot of opportunities to push down on the bottom side team and he hasn't taken it. Although we do see the MVP scout in the top corner even 1 hour into the game. That's how you do it, folks. You leave your scout on the stone and you deny it.